How's it going? It is Mythos, and today we're talking about orbs. Yes, everyone's favourite ghostly manifestation. So, check it out. As a kid watching TV shows, this is what I heard for years and years over multiple episodes and even multiple shows.
Orbs are believed to be, by psychics and spiritual people, part of a ghost manifestation, the beginning stage of a ghost actually taking a human form, an apparition if you like.
So, like I say, as a kid getting told that, I believed it. That's the thing, isn't it? Tell a kid Santa is real and they'll believe it. News just in. News just in. Santa is not real. I repeat, Santa is not real. Next up, orbs. Back to you, Mythos. So, after being told that about orbs and never talking to anyone about ghosts for them to question it, I also grew up believing it. Now, obviously, over the years, I've heard people saying it's dust and just a fly. So, I'm going to show you something in a minute that's freaking crazy where, obviously, I end up agreeing with them. But first, I was like, yeah, it could possibly be dust or a fly. But the thing with me, you can't just tell me something. I need to see physical evidence, like an example of it. Also, just imagine for about 10 years or something believing orbs are ghostly manifestations because that's what you keep getting told. Now, yes, obviously as I grew older I did start to think, really? But when people said about them being dust or bugs, it's hard to just go, okay, yeah, cool. And that's the thing about belief, isn't it? So anyway, if anyone's into photography like me, you'll have heard the term bokeh. It pretty much translates from the Japanese word blur. It describes these nice balls of light you get, and some people even purchase certain cameras and lenses to achieve the perfect bokeh.
Well, of course I know him. He's me.
Whether it's the size or shape.
That's what she said.
So the thing is, to achieve this look, you either need to have the subject close up and focus on them. With focusing on them, it will blur out the background and anything far away. Or if you focus your lens on something far away, anything close to the camera will appear like a bokeh ball.
This camera is my life. Get yourself a new life.
Okay, so here's what I was thinking about orbs. Say one flying across the screen is showing up like a ball, which looks like one of those flying bokeh balls. If that was a fly, how would that be possible? If it was in the middle of the room, the fly would just end up being in focus because the whole room is in focus. To be that blurred out, it would have to be right up to the freaking camera lens, right? Here's the insane thing I discovered for myself. While on an investigation at Mother Shipton's Inn in Knaresborough, I was setting up my CCTV, I was stood holding the little screen that shows what the cameras are looking at. I was adjusting one of the cameras trying to get the right angle on here, and while I was literally looking at the screen, I went, I seen a big orb slowly panning across the room. Now, if you believe orbs are ghosts, you could have literally imagined that it was a spirit walking down the room. Literally in that split second, I thought, oh my god, let's see if I can actually see something. Guess what I seen? A fly! I could not believe it. The fly flew right down the middle of the room, and on screen it appeared like a bright white orb, and even the same size. You'd think further away it would be small and get bigger as it got closer, but it was just a perfect white ball floating through the air. That confirmed to me, when people saying it's bugs or dust, they're absolutely right. Now, I wasn't recording there because I was just setting up, but you can see in this footage later on the little thing flying around. I got so used to it just being there, I was just ignoring it, but check it out. It's a big bright white light. How funny is that? Look at that ghostly orb. Crazy. Now, the thing is, for some reason, and I have no idea why, this only seems to happen on night vision. So if anyone's got an explanation for that, let me know, because I just don't know. But I'm going to get out my security cameras now and let's do some tests with dust as well. But first, I want to try a quick test with a fly again, just because, like I said, I wasn't recording at that time what I was telling you about. So here we've got our little buddy Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Okay, first of all, I've just got to say thank you to Jeff for donating your body to this experiment. It's much appreciated. Let's just say a quick prayer. Thank you, Jeff. Please become an orb. Rest in peace. Okay, so first of all, before I even start this, I'm thinking it's just a static little fly now, isn't it? It's not flapping its wings. Is that going to make a difference? Because surely it's just like putting anything in front of the camera now, right? Some deodorant. What's the difference? So let's give Jeff a little whirl around. Is he looking like an orb? I don't think he is he? I'm looking at the screen. Go close. Not really. It's not really looking like an orb, is he? Okay, so Jeff didn't really show up as an orb. The only difference is from the fly at the inn was it was flying across the room, where Jeff isn't literally flying. So I wonder if that's got something to do with it. So next, let's put dust to the test. I've got this dusty rag which I've just rubbed across the attic floor. So if it's dust, this is going to show because there's lots of it on here. So first, I'll just go far away. Is that showing up as it? Oh, I can see something. I can just about see some. Go close. Oh, we've got orbs! Demons, I summon you! Fuck you! So there we go, yeah, ghosts are dust. Busted. Now, it seemed to work better closer to the camera, didn't I? Maybe that's got something to do with it, like I was explaining earlier about the bokeh being in or out of focus depending on distance and what the camera's focused on. Now, the camera here is focused on the whole room, so things close will be out of focus, which that's just shown. Now, my fly experiment didn't really work, but what I physically seen when I was in the inn, the orb was a fly. So unfortunately, I didn't have that recorded because I was just setting up the CCTV, but I seen that with my own eyes, so I know that was a fly. So flies can look like orbs, and as we've seen here, dust is orbs. So there we go. I've still kind of always gave people a bit of leeway when they say, oh wow, look at that orb, because I've never been 100% convinced it's not a ghost, but I am now. The times when you see orbs and they're moving in motions that you maybe think that's not dust, it's a fly, or even just some dust that's getting blown around in the air causing those unusual movements. Even at the start of that security video, before I patted the cloth causing all of the dust, you can still see dusty orbs because they're just in the air. So even though you might think, well, this place is clean, there's no dust, it was an orb, it was a ghost. No, I'm sorry, it's literally dust or bugs. I am now never going to even consider orbs a thing, not in the slightest. Thank you for watching, and if you want to check out that Mother Shipton's Inn investigation, you can click this here and go and take a look. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you over there.